Come on, bunnies. Hi, bunnies. Come on. Come on. Come on. Hi, bunnies. Hi, bunnies. For just 2 weeks now. We celebrated our first event, our first birthday there 2 days after we moved in. That was Zebulon turning 7, so that was kind of fun and exciting time for us. We moved in, of course, before the cabin was finished. We have the inside to completely finish, but we already were aware of that. But the space is very welcome. It seems huge compared to the trailer. There's plenty of room. It's just the right size for us right now. We enjoy being together. We have a table, as you can see right there in the video. It's the first real table. We had the plastic pull-out or fold-out tables. It just wasn't the same. This table is just wonderful. We all sit around it together, and there's plenty of room. And I told Ron, I said, these past 9 months in the trailer has felt like a one long car trip. You know, Mom's always got to stand or get the foods together when you're on a car trip and pass everything out and, you know, be the sitting maid there. And it's kind of what the trailer was like during mealtime, so it's a real blessing. We've made some good memories already. You can see in the videos here. The kids have some dress-up outfits that they got from their aunt, and they were showing those off. Zebulon in his night outfit. So it's been fun. And the videos, this video is just kind of odds and ends clips. Family memories, little events that we've figured out while we lived in the trailer, such as what it's like to have our morning commute. Children aren't already up at the trailer. They just one of their big brothers. Totally enjoying having work separated from home. You know, I spent, oh good grief, from 89 to 2004. Pretty much my main focus being able to be a homemaker, housewife, you know, mother. And then I had to go to work for a few years because Ron had a back injury, and then he went back to work in 2007. And we started our business in 2010. Well, actually one of them, construction, and so I was involved in that to an extent. And even though I work, I am blessed to be at home. I'm not complaining about that at all, but it does totally take attention away from things that, you know, as a wife and a mother, and a homemaker, you want to be able to excel in, and a homeschooler, you know, I mean, kind of feel torn in a lot of directions, just like a woman that works outside of the home. But in this instance, because the computer seems so innocent and it's used for so many different things, from work to socializing to research, it dominates so much time. So having that at a separate area this past week has been really great. When we first moved up here, we had to travel to use the internet, and that was nice. It kept us separated, but it kept work separated from home life. But it was also difficult because we had to actually leave the property. This makes it much more pleasant. It's just a walk, and then I get to go back to the cabin, and I'm back there, and I'm back into my mother, housewife, homemaker role. And work stays here at the trailer.
We moved in, or we moved things in about a week before we actually moved in. The weather was agreeable. We had lost our four-wheel drive right after Christmas, so we've been having to be real cautious in this northern climate and what we try to tackle at what type of weather. And so the weather had been really good for part of January, which is what enabled Ron to finish the cabin. And so we also took the advantage to get some of the big items home. Moving was quite interesting since we had such a distance to go, and some of the items were so very big and bulky and heavy. But all in all, the guys did really well. They made it look really easy, as a matter of fact, and when I know it wasn't, we thought the cook stove was going to be more difficult than it was, but that went very easy. Ron made that sled there and put some, I don't know what it's got on the bottom, something that makes it slide easier. It wasn't quite as slippery as he had hoped. He wanted to get a couple plastic sleds to put under it, but at the time we didn't find any. We found some after the fact. They had some really big items like the ice box, and that thing weighs like 4 of those cook stoves together. It's just mammoth, and I was worried that they were gonna all injure themselves, but they work together really well. They always have. So it's nice to see them being able to pull something like this off. The secretary, the glass things, did not go on the sled. The boys decided just to carry them back. They felt it was safer all the way around, and they did a great job. No furniture was lost during this move, which was tricky. We got both stoves in there, and we are so glad to have both of them in there. That one right there creates such a peaceful firelight, especially at night. You get that tell you not to sleep with lights on because it affects your REM sleep, and this type of light is different than electric light, or even a kerosene lamp compared to this can be rather irritating. So we really enjoy it. It's a beautiful atmosphere that it creates. And of course, the cook stove, it's great to be cooking on it again. Really miss that. It's like one of our major modern conveniences. The firelight right there, making sure that the chimney's pulling good. He had those 2 chimneys to get on, and by then it was snowing and the weather was slick again. I was concerned, but nobody got hurt. And then the boys are bringing back another piece with glass in it that they were glad to see everything moved and done. Well, I'm standing outside right now doing this voiceover. You can hear the snowmobiles in the background. It's Friday night, so the snowmobilers are getting primed. They were going to like 3 o'clock the first Saturday night we were living in there. I could not believe and how the sound carries in the woods. They were quite a ways away, but you could just hear it carry. Sammy's giving instructions for the brothers. And then this is just the view. Once we moved in, the weather kind of let loose. It really had been beautiful up until a few days before, and Ron was getting the chimneys up, and it was starting to get kind of nasty again. And after we moved in, it was snowstorm after snowstorm. But it's just beautiful to step outside and see the nature at its best. And it's really weird because, we're only about 350 foot from the trailer, but it's a total different atmosphere from that front door to stepping out of the trailer door, just because, the driveway's at the trailer and the cars are there. I don't know, I'm sure it's all psychological, but it's absolutely beautiful. And there's the wonderful chimney that represents the wonderful stoves. It represents eating a whole lot of wood. The guys are having to haul wood now because they haven't had time to, we weren't using it really except for the drying room. And, they were so busy, and now they're just having to get wood and wood and wood and wood and wood. It was a long day that day. You can hear our Fur McGee and Molly radio show in the background. We don't have screens in the cabin at all. We decided that when we moved in there, we were not bringing the internet, and we weren't going to watch any DVDs in the cabin. If we were going to watch, anything, it was going to be at the trailer, and it's worked out beautifully. And we've always listened to radio shows, so that's always been kind of a fun thing. But they kind of decreased over the last few years, and now they're getting an uptick again, and it's nice. The kids enjoy it, and we enjoy it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. We hope to get more video up of inside the cabin soon. We're trying to take care of a few other things, and then we'll worry about getting some video footage of that. Thanks for watching. God bless.